So there you have it. This is my tier list for Pokemon I will prioritize buying in Pokemon Unite, especially if you're starting to play the game. Have a listen through all the prioritized buying Pokemon. If you haven't got them, I'll be getting them and learning how to play them. They're really, really, really strong. All these Pokemon are a waste of coins. That would be the last Pokemon I want to buy. The expensive and the worth buying, it's kind of up to you, okay? You know, they're priced range between $6,000 and $15,000 for that Zacian, and it really depends which one you would want to buy. So let's have a look at a Pokemon Unite tier list on how much these Pokemon are worth and whether I think they are worth buying. So I'm going to start Absol, worth $10,000. 10,000 AOS coins. Honestly, right now I think Absol's kind of a waste of coins. You know, like unless you're trying to complete the roster, I'd probably leave Absol out. So if you're a new player, I kind of think he's a bit of a waste at this point. Ninetales should be free. Blastoise, worth the money. Blastoise costs 8,000 coins, which is relatively cheap, you know, in the grand scheme of all the new Pokemon being added. And he's really, really good. I really like Blastoise, especially solo queue. Blissey is 8,000 coins. Blissey is worth the money. I wouldn't prioritize buying it, but Blissey is, in the world of AOS coin, a bargain. I definitely would worth getting Blissey. Charizard is one of the 5 Pokemon you could have picked at the start. I, however, think even though it's only 6,000 coins, he's kind of a waste of coins at the moment, just because he's in such a bad spot. Until this Pokemon gets a buff that he absolutely deserves, do not even bother with Charizard. It's just a way to throw Elo in the bin. Cinderace is a free Pokemon. Cramorant's $8,000. Cramorant in the current meta is so slept on. He's such a strong Pokemon in lane. 8,000 coins. If you are an attacker and you're a laner, prioritize buying this Pokemon. Cramorant massively slept on. I need to come up with a Cramorant guide. Extremely, extremely good. Crustle is a free defender. Decidueye has 10,000 coins. Now, Decidueye, I think he's a bit of an art. He's a sniper. He's a fantastic attacker. I think he's worth the money. I wouldn't prioritize buying it, and I don't think he's expensive. But unless you really feel like, you know, if you've watched people play Spirit Shackle Decidueye and, you know, you think it's cool, you can buy it. But I probably wouldn't prioritize it just because he's a bit of an art skill. Dragonite, 10,000 AOS coins, waste of coins. You know my thoughts on Dragonite. He's not very good. Even after all the buffs, he needs more. So, not a big fan. Eldegoss is one of the 5 Pokemon you can choose as a starter. Eldegoss is really, really good, and he's 6,000 coins. That's really not that much. I would prioritize buying this Pokemon because I think if you can't afford the Comfey, like if you're a bit tight on cash, right? Comfey's 12,000 coins. Eldegoss is 6,000. Eldegoss he's sort of like a budget Comfey and a solo queue. I think he's really good. And he's always been good since release. So definitely prioritize buying this Pokemon. Garchomp. Garchomp is 10,000 coins. 10,000 coins. Oh, he's a waste. He's a big... Oh, no, I can't say that, though, because he's real... No, he's expensive. I think he's expensive for what he's worth. There are better options for the same value that I would probably say is worth the money. He's expensive. Gardevoir is 8,000 coins. Gardevoir is still expensive, though, for 8,000 coins. Can I really say that? Yeah, I think Gardevoir is expensive. I'm on the fence with it. No, I'm going to put him in worth the money. Because he's only 8,000 coins. But... yeah, I'm going to keep him there. I think he's definitely worth the money. 8,000, he's worth every cent, especially if you're going to invest a bit of time. Gengar, I think he's a waste of coins because he's not very good in lane. He's like not even an option in lane. Not very good in lane at all. Can be a little weak at the first gank if the enemies know how to verse you properly, so... yeah, I'd probably leave him there. He is 10,000 coins, so it's pretty expensive. Greedent is 8,000 coins. I know you can get some of these Pokemon in event. Greedent is worth the money. Greedon's 8,000 coins. He's a fantastic defender in solo queue and duo queue. He can put in a lot of work. He's got pretty good secure with the belch. He's got high skill cap, and he's a lot of fun to use. So I think he's genuinely worth it. Greninja, free. Lucario, in the current state of the meta, is expensive. 10,000 coins for this Pokemon. Oh, once upon a time, Lucario was the prioritized to buy. Right now, he's not the prioritized to buy. He's still strong, but 10,000 coins, I would be putting my money elsewhere if he's still on the roster to buy. The Extreme Speed set is really, really hard to use right now. It's been nerfed so many times. And Power Punch is really, really strong. But for 10,000 coins, I think he's just... he's a little expensive. He's a little expensive. That's what I think. Machamp, 8,000 coins. He's worth it. Machamp's fantastic. Machamp has got awesome combo. Machamp's really, really fun too. Mr. Mime is 10,000 coins. Do I think he's worth the money? I do. I think Mr. Mime is worth the money. He's fun. He was once upon a time really, really broken. Not really, really broken right now. Just, kind of in a bit of a balanced spot. Both sets are cool to use, so I think he's definitely worth the 8,000 coins. Mamoswine is 8,000 coins, and he's worth it. Mamoswine's a lot of fun in comparison to some of the options for $12,000 or $14,000 right now. If you haven't bought the Mamoswine, I think he's absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Pikachu was one of the starters you can pick. He has 6,000 coins. You prioritize again his Pokemon on your roster. Incredibly strong in solo queue. Pikachu is one of my go-tos. Absolute menace to use. Love it. Absolutely love it. Slowbro, free defender for us. Snorlax, prioritized buying. Incredibly strong in the lane. Incredibly slept on. He's also one of the free picks that you could have picked as well. So these three up here, they're 6,000. They were one of your options as the starters. And I think they're all priority to buy. I think, they each have their independent role. You should be good with a supporter. You should be good with a defender. You should be good with your lane attackers and your junglers. And I think each of these who is up there and is prioritized to buy, they will help win the early lane consistently in a solo and duo queue. So definitely get on those Pokemon. Sylveon, 10,000 coins. Sylveon's prioritized to buy. Sylveon is really, really awesome. Talonflame, 6,000 coins. I wouldn't prioritize buying it. Do I think he's worth the money? I do. I think Talonflame is a pretty good spot, especially the Brave Bird build after the patch. I think a lot of people aren't using him right now because the Zacian bug kind of scared a lot of people away. But I do think he's really strong. There's a big meta of Delphox right now, and he really helps dive at Delphox and kill it. So, yeah, I think he's really, really strong. Trevenant, 10,000. Trevenant is worth the money. Trevenant is really good. Recently got buffed. Woodhammer's insane CC. It's almost forcing people to consider Safeguard Blissey again. Really, really, really useful. Serena, waste of AOS coins. Serena's 10,000 coins. I would not buy this Pokemon right now. She is super, super weak. Would not touch it with a big stick. Venusaur, free. Wigglytuff, 8,000 coins. I think it's a bit of a waste of coins at the moment. I don't think Wigglytuff is in a very good spot right now. So I wouldn't be using it. I wouldn't be buying it. I think that it got a recent buff with the Unite move, but I just don't think it's enough at the moment. Zeraora. Zeraora was free, and you now can't buy it. So hopefully you got on top of the Zeraora. Goodra at the moment is currently behind a paywall. If you want to play it, you need to spend gems. But Goodra will be 14,000 coins. What do I think about this? Goodra is really, really good. I've versed a couple Goodras. I've used it in a practice mode. 14,000 though is you have to really invest in the Pokemon, and seeing as it's new, they tend to get a bit of a nerf. So I'm gonna put them in the expensive, not a waste of coins, because I think if you invest the time in this Pokemon, he's gonna be really strong. I've versed some really annoying Goodra so far. So I'm gonna put them in expensive, 14,000 coins, and a lot of these Pokemon from here on out are looking at more of the expensive options. Zeraora is $14,000. Money. Not willing to spend. Zeraork is high skill cap. Zeraork kind of needs jungle to function well, so I'm going to put him in the expensive category. Dodrio is 14,000 coins. I really don't like Dodrio. I really don't like it. But I'm not going to put a waste of coins because he can put in work. Dodrio is a tricky one. I think he's expensive. I'm not going to say he's worth the money. Unless if you want to invest in the Pokemon, then you can maybe say, I'm going to prioritize buying him because I really like him. But for me, Dodrio sits in the expensive category. Espeon is $10,000. Prioritize getting this Pokemon onto your roster. Insanely strong right now. I'll be using Espeon, and I am using Espeon to climb the ranked ladder at the moment. Same as a Solar Beam Venusaur. And same as Mew. Mew is in the same boat. Mew is 14,000 coins. But I would prioritize buying it. Mew is in infinite skill cap. Infinite skill cap. Really, really strong. Can almost carry a lane all by himself. You should be winning a lanes if you're using Mew. And if you're not really good with a Mew, go watch some people, right, from Australia. We've got GZ Challenge. Go look at his stream or watch how he plays Mew. Absolute freak. Or even look at some of his past streams. It's like you'll learn how you want to be positioned and how you want to use the skills of different fights and stuff. So definitely prioritize buying his Pokemon. Delphox, 10,000 coins. Delphox worth the money. Delphox worth the money. He's pretty good. I'm just going to leave it at that. He's worth it. Glaceon is 10,000 coins. Glaceon is worth the money. Glaceon is good. He is a very good jungler. He can early gank really well. I'm a fan of Glaceon. Duraludon is 10,000 coins. He is a bit of a waste. If you just want to flip an objective and annoy your team, go ahead and do that. You can maybe consider him, but if you're looking to buy him, if you're just the average player, Duraludon ain't the one. I wouldn't be picking the Duraludon. Okay, that is the same as Dragapult. Absolute waste of coins. 14,000 coins for this Pokemon? It's like bad investment. Very bad investment. Very, very bad investment. Don't buy Dragapult. Not a very good Pokemon. Asmodee, 10,000 coins. Expensive. Very expensive for what he's worth. I wouldn't recommend it. Sizzle's 14,000 coins. Sizzle is very expensive for what he's worth. He's not worth the coins. There are much, much better options than Sizzle. He's not the one right now. Urshifu, 12,000 coins. Urshifu is expensive. Not the one right now. Very, very expensive Pokemon. I would not be buying him at all at the moment. Zacian is 15,000 coins. Zacian is expensive. Everyone thinks Zacian is broken. He's breaking the game. Zacian is kind of breaking the game a little bit because he has a high skill cap. But for the average player, he's expensive. You're going to buy him and think you're just going to walk in and win games. It's not going to happen. You're better off just practicing using a Pokemon like Alolan Ninetales, for example, or a Sylveon or Espeon in lane, or a Mew in lane, and you'll do better. You'll do much, much better. Leave Zacian for people who've been playing the game a little while. You can prioritize to buy him if you wish, but I personally don't really mind versing Zacians. I'm very comfortable versing Zacian right now. Aegislash is 10,000 coins. Prioritize buying Aegislash. Aegislash is really good in the lane. If you learn how to use him, if you learn the combos, he's so good. Buzzwole, 10,000 coins. He's expensive. He's very expensive. Considering how bad he is late game, I don't know. He's not it. Tyranitar is a very expensive 14,000 coins for this Pokemon to just be kited really well. He's fun. Don't get me wrong. I think he can do really, really well. But for what he does, nah. He's expensive. 14,000. You gotta be kidding me. Clefable, 12,000. But he is worth it. She is worth it. Clefable is really good. Really, really good. 12,000 coins. I won't prioritize buying it. Definitely worth the money though. If you're considering it and you've kind of eyed off all the ones that you're priority buying, I think she's definitely worth it. Comfey, 12,000 coins. Comfey's worth it, in my opinion. Really, really solid. Sableye, 12k coins. Sableye does not have a place in my heart. Sableye is not I don't even think I've bought Sableye yet. I've used it a couple of times. Nah. I've never rated Sableye. Sableye is a pest, and for 12,000 coins, I just couldn't justify it. So for me, even completing the roster, he's probably the last person I'm going to buy. And Lucky Last Hooper, 10,000 coins. If you are playing this Pokemon on solo queue, complete waste. People don't know how to jump through a portal. However, in a 5-stack, you unlocked everything, so you probably don't need to prioritize buying it, because if you're playing competitive, he's there. But yeah, I put Hooper in a waste of coins only because you can be the best Hooper player, and if your team doesn't utilize your support, the Hooper does nothing. It throws out a portal and does nothing. It throws Phantom Force to buy your team time, and they do nothing. You throw a trick on someone, and they don't really do anything. Right? Whereas with the other support, like you've got the healing, it's like if you stand next to them with a Clefable or the Blissey, you're going to be healing them. Same as the Eldegoss, you can slow them down, and you can give your team mobility. You can do some stuff with those Pokemon. With Hooper, the support can easily become nothing if you've got people who just don't know how to play a game properly. So I'm putting him in a waste of money only for that reason.